this saying in D&D. Don't go on a campaign with someone you wouldn't go on a road trip with. And you look like someone who needs a lot of bathroom breaks.
We got sent an early access copy of the brand new Critical Role cookbook, and we're gonna open it for you guys. Oh! It's an oven mitt and a little pot holder.
Grove tested in Exandria.
And we got a little towel.
Correction, it is actually an apron.
Grove tested in Exandria. It's got like bugs on it and little flowers. That's really cute. There's a little mushroom. Oh, and they have their Critical Role logo up at the top.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. And now we have what we've all been waiting for. Oh yeah.
Yes.
The official cookbook of Critical Role, Exquisite Exandria. I love the art on
The
this.
art is so good.
Featuring delicious recipes from across the world of Critical Role, every critter will find something to whet their appetites in this official cookbook.
So we're going to be cooking a handful of recipes from this cookbook in the very near future. So if you'd like to see what those look like, follow along.
We do post them early on our Patreon, so if you want early access, then go check us out over on there and support us so that way we can continue to do these cool things for you guys. This is not sponsored at all. We were sent this by Penguin Random House, but there was no obligation to make any sort of content.
We're humongous fans of Critical Role. They are a major reason of what we are today. So we're extremely excited about this.
We're super excited and we'll see you guys soon.
So I'm going to be playing a goblin bard named Cha-Cha Slide who goes by Cha-Cha. They wear a different silly hat every day, and their goal is to become a famous singer, but they can only sing old show tunes that no one has heard before. Love it. We really needed some lightheartedness in the party. Yeah, and here's their backstory. Well, that is a lot more than I was expecting. Let's take a look at that. God gives his most horrific backstories to his silliest of PCs.
D&D, there's one spell that can get you out of any sticky situation.
It shoots out by itself. It starts to wrap around his skin, and you start to smell burning flesh. He starts screaming, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" The fucking liquid just envelops him, and you see him collapse.
I cast invisibility on myself. Just like that. I'm gone.
You guys watch as Ozzy goes invisible, and you see this figure in the crowd who's now just burning up. It started with this much liquid, but somehow it's like becoming more. Like as it's touching him, it's like spreading and engulfing him. And for a second, he's just on the floor twitching. And then suddenly he starts to rise.
You guys hurry up with the shopping already, like nobody cares. Oh, it's my turn? Okay. I want 10 potions of healing, a new great sword. If I could get a couple +1 rings, that'd be great too. We're in a small town that doesn't have that kind of stuff. But what are like the slurs in this world? Like what are the derogatory terms I could use for a drow? It's not racist, they're made up species. And it's my character, it's not me. God, this game is getting so woke. Yeah, that's an 18. No, it wasn't a 7. The die was messed up the first time, so I re-rolled it. Why were you even looking at my dice anyway? What's wrong with you? I'm gonna walk up to the old lady and I'm gonna attack her. 'Cause my character's angry, that's why. God. Can I have advantage? Well, everyone else rolled high. It's not fair that I'm the only one who rolled low.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what I was so stressed out about. My players have been stuck on the same task for 2.5 hours now.
Hey, how's school going?
Good.
What's your favorite class?
Artificer. Druid.
Oh, in school, PE.
Yeah, PE.
would your OC react to themselves before trauma?
Let's go in the garden. You'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down. When you finally find it, you'll see how it's faded, the underside. Take you just like the way I wind you.
Your prayers are answered, let's do some cleric voices. Know, my brothers, that you do not stand alone. No, if you pray, then our God will visit a righteous fury upon your enemies. So pray with me, brothers, stand in the light of faith, and we shall have our justice. I know you proclaim a lack of faith, but I promise you, by the end of tonight you will pray, either for forgiveness or for mercy. Oh yes, we could, if you want, sit here and pore over scripture and discuss philosophy. I'm sure we'd have a lovely time. Or we could go to the pub.
Another 4-spot point, a classic railroad. They hold you by the hand and point which way to go. They really want us on this quest, and who knows why. Another tavern with some hooded guy inside. It's always so predictable. Is there no end in sight? Maybe I should just DM next time.
Two favorites. The tiny cupcake sitting in Jester's backpack is kind of great, and I'll also say that the color shift on Caduceus's armor and shield are just exactly what I wanted, and that's really, really pleasing.
The colors just in general, like it's a much more colorful set of characters, and to see how it's all executed is really impressive. Like it's so precise, the skin tones and the shading is so cool. Molly Mock's jacket is incredible, so detailed and precise. Yasha's wings are wild. How do you do that? That must have taken days, months. And my favorite feature is Caleb smells like shit.
So, Bull, what are your women like?
The Tomastrans. Terrifying and inspiring. They teach you everything you need to know. Give your life purpose.
No, I mean, are they like you? Big and whoa.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe your powers aren't completely different.
How do you mean?
I mean, you're a geek, you know, like comic books and all that stuff, and like you had all those different hero forms, right?
Yeah.
What can you do now?
Draw.
Come on, kiddo, you can get there.
What
did you read when you were a kid and still now?
Comic books.
And those are
comic books.
Drawn. They're drawn, Rally. Fucking
When you're
Jesus.
DMing a campaign, it's pretty safe to say that your players, your friends, they're gonna want to gamble at some point. Whether it's taking place in a casino or down a seedy alley in a creepy town, here are 3 dice games that I like to use in these gambling settings that you can use for your campaigns. Number 1, Devil's Dice. Your player's gonna roll a d6. You as a dealer are gonna roll 3d6. If one of the dealer's dice matches the player's number, they get their money back plus an equal amount. If 2 numbers match, they get their money back plus double the amount. 3 numbers match, back their amount plus triple. But if their number doesn't match any of your dice, they lose the entire bet. And you, the dealer, get to keep all the rewards.
I am getting rid of spell slots from one of my D&D games, and this isn't homebrew, this is an official rule that you can use. spell points. Instead of spellcasters having a certain number of spell slots that have to be used on spells of that level, every spell in the game has a spell point cost. And full casters get a pool of spell points, as shown in this table, to cast those spells with. Your pool of spell points recharges on a long rest, and rangers and paladins get half as many as full casters. It gives casters more flexibility in how they use spells and of what level they want. You can cast way more low-level spells in a day without being punished for using your high-level spell slots on them. There is one restriction. You can only cast one 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th leveled spell per long rest. So you can't spam Wish, but you can spam 5th level fireballs, ignoring every other spell in the game. Also, warlocks can't do this. They have to use the old system because they're weird.
Oh wow, today's weather looks just like you, June. Shitty.
The forecast did say things were gonna get wet. I'm sure that'll be a first for you.
Oh yes, several inches of rain, I heard. Can you imagine that? More than 1 inch.
You know, I think I'm having trouble. Maybe if you moved a little bit that way into oncoming traffic, the entire world and I would have the peace and quiet necessary to envision such a thing.
I hate you.
I hate you more.
Assuming I'm just putting it on your tab again, Rally.
Burton gave him money
Oh, we have money today, do we, Rally?
You also
You
have
make
the
it
money you
sound like
stole
I'm
from
broke
Jackson.
all the
I do.
Oh well, this will cover maybe like an eighth of your tab, and he takes the whole wad
You
out of
know
your
I'm
hand.
good. You know I'm good for it, Jim.
Just take the snacks and get out of my store.
Love you.
Nathira, you're lovely. Alea, it was a pleasure to meet you. Rally, get bent.
Help me, I'm gonna fall! Don't worry, I'm coming to save you. Please help me, I don't want to fall down this very large cliff. Yep, I hear you. Let me just stretch a little bit. What? You really don't want to pull anything. My fingers are slipping! Yeah, get the blood flowing with a couple of push-ups. Another one. I'm gonna die. Well, with that attitude, yeah. Just save me! Okay, fine. Here I come. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check to save the citizen.
This has been sent in by Yabad Kev. So I'm relatively new DM. My pronouns are he, him. I love D&D with all my heart and soul, but I'm willing to accept that I'm wrong here. Again, this sent
wasn't
in
Am I the Arsehole?
as an Am I the Arsehole?
But it is not an Am I
I
the
really hope
Arsehole.
you don't mind us repurposing this, Kev.
Bad Kev.
I have several born and raised devout Christian friends. No hate, I love them so much. But that part is important for later. And they all wanted to get into D&D, seeing this as an opportunity to open doors for them and DM a game in person. I offered to teach them. They all accepted, and we all had half a campaign of laughs, tears, and fun in general. I always asked everyone separately for feedback after every session because every group has different needs. A tweak here, a little detail to go over there, small stuff.
Yeah, good thing to do.
Yeah, good thing to do,
Good thing to
really,
do.
genuinely. Everyone had fleshed out characters that they enjoyed and they were excited for. Seeing as it was my first in real life campaign, I was going to do a simple tavern goers coincidentally meet and save the world. Wonderful. What more do you need?
Not much, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where it begins.
Vague, I know, which makes it even more confusing when one of my players decide that he can't play and that no one should play because it's a demonic game and that he would only play if he got to kill devils and demons. A little worrisome for me as they were all starting out, they had never played and they didn't even know how combat worked. I tried to tell him and he, in all caps, blew up. All of us at the table had to grab our things because he threw his dice bag that I got him, and everyone, we all need a place for our dice, at my TM screen. The bag opened and showered myself and 2 other players. We resolved that issue after several apologies and catering to his request for the campaign. What was his request? I just want to fight devils and demons. Okay.
He wants to do the righteous fury of God.
Oh my God. The rest of the players were getting irritated after about a week, but the final tipping point was when his character, everyone right now, guess what his character was? Guess.
Give me a guess as to what you think that
Leave it in the
character would
comments.
be.
If you're in a watch party,
Tell me.
Leave
them in the comments what you think this person would play.
Guess what character this person's playing.
Yeah.
Oh, you said a paladin?
You're right.
Oh, you were right.
Not just a paladin.
A lawful good paladin.
A lawful good paladin.
A paladin, surprise, surprise, decided to steal from the warlock in his sleep. The warlock had a wish.
That's not very Christian.
That's theft in my Christian game,
in my
Dungeons and
Christian
Dragons.
household?
I think not. The warlock had a wish scroll. We all wanted to see how this would play out, so we let it happen. Weeks go by. We all forget about it because he never used it when the party asked him to, until one day he declares at the table, I pull out the wish scroll and I wish that I could send the BBEG to the void. All well and good, till I decided that I was going to flex my DM fingers. I went along with it, narrating as the words left his lips. A laugh was heard by everyone, as both the BBEG and himself were whisked into the astral plane. Cool. He yelled at me, saying that that's not fair and I can't do that, while the other players thought it was funny. 2 days later, everyone says in the group chat that they want to meet up to play again, because we stopped immediately after the events of the previous session for fear of another outburst. Everyone was there.
Just to say, before we go any further, like, if everyone's scared of your outbursts, you need to think about your fucking attitude.
You need to think about how your actions affect the people around you, truly.
Like, if you're just fucking kicking up a fuss like a literal toddler.
Yeah.
You need to fucking think about your
throwing
attitude.
shit, by the way.
Throwing
shit, and people are scared that you're going to physically harm them.
You're a fucking adult.
It's not very Christian of you.
It's not very Christian.
It's not very Christian of you, is it?
And it's also pretty pathetic of you, to be honest.
Everyone was there.
Yes.
Except for, in all capitals,
him.
No one texted, no one called.
It's because no one gives a fuck that he's not there, because he's a fucking
They're probably like, thank God.
Yeah, they're probably like, thank fuck he's not here.
We all just played like normal. An hour in, there's a knock on my door, and there stands the pastor, followed by the problem paladin. They walk into my house, asking to see the devil game that we are playing.
Oh my fucking
So,
God.
in case you missed that, the paladin turns up at the door of this person's house with the town's pastor of the church.
Town's church pastor.
Saying, I want to see the devil's game being played.
Show me the devil's game.
That's not very Christian of you. Why do you want to see that? Oh.
My God, man. What the fuck?
And then...
I'm so upset that he got sent to the astral plane with the BBG. He went to the church to get his pastor. It's like going to get your bigger brother. But you went to the church. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And the following day at church, my friends are called out during the service for playing D&D. Needless to say, I told him he can't play with us anymore because he made everyone uncomfortable and crossed several boundaries. Am I the asshole?
Called them out at church?
No.
Called them out
What
at
is this?
church?
Do you know what this reminds me of? This makes me think of, well, I mean, literal real life, literal Satanic Panic. But in Stranger Things, when they're all like talking about Chrissy's funeral, spoiler, and then they're like, we need to kill these freaks.
Yeah, because that set in the 80s, that was the Satanic Panic. This is literally it's like, have you not moved along? Have you not moved along in 40 years? Have you not, like, moved along from the Satanic Panic of the 80s in 40 years?
Like.
It's the same bullshit as, like, games with guns in are bad for kids. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
No.
Who do you want to blame? Why do you always want to blame someone?
I try incomprehensibly hard to be terrifying to you guys. And for some fucking reason, y'all are just horny. Let me ask you something. Do you have a death kink? Because I can arrange that.
I could finally leave! Martha, I'm coming home, sweetie! I'm back in the fucking building again!
As you all enter back into the room, you find Lord Penicillin dead on the ground. Now would be a good time to look for clues, search for...
I'll cast Speak with Dead.
Speak with Dead? Yeah, of course you have Speak with Dead. I mean, what kind of DM would I be if I forgot that Speak with Dead exists in a murder mystery campaign? You see, Lord Penicillin reanimates to life as you cast the spell, and you can ask your 5 questions.
I'll just ask, who killed you?
You see, he doesn't understand you. He speaks Dwarvish, a language none of you know.
I actually have comprehend languages, so I'll just cast that.
Comprehend languages? Of course you don't know. I mean, that makes sense to mystery. You cast the spell and you notice a counterspell goes off somewhere in the room from a rune undetected.
I also have counterspell. I'll counterspell it.
Yeah, you counterspell the comprehend language, and
So who killed you?
It was very dark.
Is he lying?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
12.
Perfect. You know.
I'll actually just use a luck point, actually. Nat 20. What are you doing?
We have to start a new campaign.
I need you to promise me that you'll be on your best behavior.
I promised other people that I'd be on my worst behavior. And I gave them my word, so.
Don't make me fire you.
You can't fire me.
Before I do what I'm about to do, I want you to know this is not your fault. You're just doing your job, but someone has to suffer for what happened, and unfortunately, you're the only one around.
Show yourself, fiend! I wish to make a pact with your master. Hey, pal, good to see ya. How you been, buddy? My family has been slain, and I seek the power to exact my vengeance. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences. The good news is that we can get you set up today with a fresh pact. So essentially what's going to happen is that you're going to put down a down payment of a portion of your essence, soul, what have you, whatever you want to call it. And in exchange, we will then give you a portion of power. Wait. Who is your master, by the way? So I can't exactly say their name, but we will just call them the Whispered One for now. Okay, so the way this is going to work is that it's going to operate off of something we like to call the multi-level magic system, or MLM for short. So the way that works is that the Whispered One's power is just too great for just one person to handle. So we need as many people as possible to accept this pact in order to disperse and share and grow the power all at the same time, like one big cycle. So the Whispered One's just kind of at the top. So imagine this shape. It's kind of like a triangle, right? And Whispered One's at the top, and he spreads down the energy and the magic, right, to everybody else. And imagine that triangle is sectioned off with different levels of power, right? We scale it from 1 to 20. And each of those is broken up into what we like to call the tiers of play. And it's broken up into 4 different categories of bonuses that you end up getting depending on how high of a level that you are in the MLM. But one thing you have to keep in mind is that the triangle is actually more of a 3-dimensional triangle, because it's about building multiple sides to the triangle of other people in so it's the a MLM. Pyramid. Because a 3-dimensional it's a pyramid. No. Okay. Legally, I have to make the distinction that the shape is not a pyramid. I have to make that very clear. It is a 3-dimensional triangle. Okay? Triangle.
But how is it not?
No, please don't. No. Don't say. Don't say that. Wait, I have to bring in how many people? I'm not quite sure how that works. Right. Yeah, so I didn't quite get to explaining that part. So again, MLM works differently than any other system of growth that you would normally see as an adventurer. Most people will, let's call it level up, will level up normally from gaining experiences or reaching certain milestones in their lives. You will grow for each person you recruit as appropriate to your level. That sounds like a lot. I can see you're really confused. Look really confused. So at level 1, you need to bring in 2 more people into the pact in order to get to level 2. Then at level 2, you need to bring in 4 more people. And then 3, and so on and so forth. So at level 10, you need to bring in 20 more people. That's so many people. I don't. How? Okay.
Look,
At the end of the day, you're doing this for one reason. You want to make a better life for yourself, and you want to make a better life for those around you, and you want to get revenge. And I completely understand that. And that's why we're here. Because this isn't just a multi-level magic system. It's a family. It's a family business. And it's a business where you get to be your own boss. You make your own hours. You choose when you get to level up and how much power you gain based on your commitment to this program. So, do we have a deal? Fine. You have a deal.
Next time, eat a salad.
You fat, bald bastard! You piece of subhuman trash! 2,000 years of constant human evolution to create a hairless fuck.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you all next week. The last video will not be about D&D, but I hope you all enjoy it. Later.
Hey Mom, can I walk across the country and engage in violent dogfighting and defeat a terrorist organization by myself?
Sorry kiddo, you're only 10 years old, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, I'll go do my long division homework instead. Hey Nathan, it's me, your big brother. Listen, you and I have to go illegally hunt for treasure because I just got broken out of prison by a drug tycoon and he's gonna kill me if I don't pay him back. Man, that sounds pretty bad. Let me make a singular Google search before I embark on this giant crime. Hey, looks like the drug tycoon you're talking about has been dead for months. What gives with that? So you'd be working the night shift, you get no breaks during your shift, and I know we said it's a 5-day week, but it is actually 7 days. And then when you're on the clock, you're not allowed to move out of the chair, and there's also a solid chance that you will actually die. And what's the pay look like? It'd be $17 a day. Okay, yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I'm actually gonna keep looking. You guys remember how last year we went to stay at my parents' house on a spooky mountain and 2 of our best friends died? You guys wanna go back there and do that again this year? No. I don't want to do that. Hey guys, do you want to go skydiving? Is it safe? What route is the plane taking? Oh, it's a normal one that isn't over the ocean. A bunch of men around town are dying right after cheating on their girlfriends. Damn, karma's a bitch. Thanks for making me aware of this information, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue to not cheat on my girlfriend. Whoa, there's zombies everywhere. Damn, we should drive out of the city. Good idea. Imagine if we had done something stupid like leave the car and split up and try to go to the police for help. Dude, what are the police gonna do? Yeah. Hey, side note, if you ever get sent on a rescue mission of a relevant person, you should probably ring more than one guy. Hey guys, it's the year 1000 AD and I'm confident enough in our technological capacities that I built a teleporter, which is also a time machine. Oh, that's cool. Are you gonna immediately test it on a human? No, that sounds really unsafe. Oh, there's a hole in the ground here. Hey, I want to stay in the woods an extra night to convince my ex-girlfriend to get back together with me, but everybody keeps aggressively telling us we shouldn't do that. Oh, okay. Then we shouldn't do that. Okay, totally unrelated. If I wanted to stop us from leaving the woods, what part would I take out of the car's engine? Yeah, I'm not gonna give you that information, given what you said 2 seconds ago. Jason! Whoa, that guy just jumped between his kid and a moving car. Well, that sucks, but it's a good thing the kid's okay, since the car didn't hit him. Give us the remains of Big Boss, the greatest soldier that ever lived. Oh, we can't do that because we don't have them. What? Yeah, we don't really hold on to dead bodies. Like, we have places that we put those. We don't just leave them sitting around inside. My immunocompromised 5-year-old brother and I have to escape the bubonic plague and also the French Inquisition. How's that going so far? Oh my god, hundreds of thousands of rats and no plumbing. Yeah,